So what we're going to do is we're going to read each of these word problems and talk about how we are going to actually solve this. So number one says is, if Alex feeds his turtles the same amount of food twice a day, how much food will he need to feed the turtle in a week? First of all, we have to decide how many days are there in a week? 7. Okay, so we know that there is 7 days in a week, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we do not know how much food he's going to feed him, right? We don't know if it's 5 pounds or if it's 5 ounces. We don't know that. So we don't know how much food he's going to be given to his turtle, right? Yes, no? So if we don't know something, what do we need to do?
Look at the problem.
If we don't know something, what do we use in math? A variable. And if I look down here, all the variables are what? R. So we're going to use R as my variable. So I'm going to write this up here. R equals the amount of food. So we know that that's what the R is representing. How could I find out? We know that it feeds the exact same amount each time he feeds, and it's twice a day. So we would take R and do what with it? Multiply it by 2. And that's how much he would feed that turtle every day, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Then what would we do with that? And then multiply it by 7. Would y'all all agree?
Yes, ma'am.
What would we do first? Would we multiply the amount of food times 7 first, or would we need to multiply the amount by 2 first? What do we say? So I'm going to make sure I have these parentheses around here. That would be my expression on how I would solve this. Now if I told you that he feeds 3 ounces every feeding, then you would be able to tell me how much food he'll need for the week, right? Yes?
Yeah.
All right. So if we look down here, is that one of our answer choices? It sure is. I'm going to put number 1 so that I know that that went with number 1. Good there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Number 2. There's a lot of problems that are like this with somebody is 2 years older, -5, all that other fun stuff. Beth is 6 years younger than twice her brother's age. How old is Beth? All right. So R is going to represent brother's age. Now, how am I going to be able to find out how old Beth is? When I read this, Beth is 6 years younger than twice her brother's age. All right.
-6.
2 times R, and then what?
-6.
Because she's 6 years younger, so we would subtract 6. Is that one of our answer choices?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see one that looks just like this, but what does this right here mean?
2 means the same multiplication.
They're attached to each other, right? So that still means 2 times R minus 6. Is that what we have up here?
Yes.
All right.
When they're together.
So this was going to be number 2. I just wrote that down there, number 2. All right, number 3. Sue takes 5 more cookies than her friend Jill. If Sue puts 1 cookie back, how many cookies does she have? So R,
+5.
what is R going to represent?
Her friend.
Jill? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So how am I going to solve this?
It's R +5.
So she takes Jill's plus 5, and then what?
And then subtract -1.
And then minus 1. But what do I have to put? Because first of all, very good. Very good. And then we come down here, and we said that that's number 3. Y'all are doing a good job. Number 4. Anne ran 7 miles on Monday, 6 miles yesterday, and 8 miles today. If she runs an unknown number, that unknown number of miles tomorrow, how many miles will she have run in all? In all. So R is going to represent miles for tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So what will I do?
Use 7 plus 6 plus 8 in parentheses plus R.
7 plus 6 plus 8 plus R.
And put the 7 plus 6 plus 8 in parentheses.
All right. Does everybody agree?
Yeah.
All right. Come down here. That's one of them right here. Y'all are doing a good job. But y'all were going to have a lot harder time with this.
Really easy.
Good. Pete will drive a car each day. He is at the beach. If he drives the same distance each of the 3 days here, how far will he travel each day? What is my R going to represent here?
Miles driven.
Miles driven?
Yeah.
Yes? All right. How am I going to solve this?
R divided by 3.
Everybody agree?
Yes.
All right, so R divided by 3. Or I could write it R divided by 3.
I put it on the bottom.
Very good, and it will be number 5. What'd you say? You said you put R on the bottom?
No, I mean that the second one is how they put it on the bottom. No, because you did R put 3 and then R divided by 3 and same thing.
Oh, yes,
R
yes, yes.
divided by 3 on the.
Got it. All right. Eddie earns an hourly wage for delivering pizzas. How much will he earn if he delivers pizzas for 4 hours? This is one that everybody that has a job is going to use. Anytime you have a job and you're getting paid hourly, what are you going to do? You're going to take the number of hours that you work.
Multiplied by the pay.
Very good. Multiplied by your pay. And R is going to be pay per hour. And then we'll come down here and put a number 6. Number 6. All right, number 7. Spot fetched 12 sticks and some rocks when he played outside. How many objects did he fetch in all? That one's pretty easy. R is going to be the number of rocks. He did sticks plus rocks. That was easy. All right. And Katie's grandmother baked 5 cookies for Katie and 3 cookies for each of her friends. How many cookies did she bake in all? So R is going to be the number of friends, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And she baked 5 for Katie plus the 3 for each friend.
Ma'am.
Yep. All right. So there we go. Number 8. Number 9, Sally answered 5 problems incorrectly on her math test. If she didn't finish the last 2 problems, how many problems did she answer correctly? So R is going to be questions. Total questions. And so we are going to do
R minus 5.
R minus 5, the 5 that she got incorrectly,
In parentheses, and then
minus the 2 that she didn't even finish. Farmer Jones has 25 hens. Each hen laid 6 eggs, but some eggs cracked. How many eggs did not crack? So each hen laid 25 eggs. So 25 times 6 minus R, and R is going to be the cracked eggs. Very good. All right, we are going to glue this down into our journal. The title will be algebraic expressions. So go ahead and get that glued into your journal.